My name is Jazzmeia Horn. I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I'm a jazz musician.
I don't know where my man is, where can he be?
My grandfather is a pastor at a church back home, and when I was young, I was kind of forced to sing in the choir. My folks always said, you have to do something in the church, whether it's be on the usher board or be in the choir, or you had to do something. So I started singing, and that's where I started. And I had a teacher named Roger Boykin, and he had given me like this compilation CD of a bunch of different singers. And so I started listening and checking out people, and I was like, this is boring. I was like, this is boring. It wasn't what I was used to. I was used to gospel and soul and R&B, you know, pop music in that time. And I heard Sarah Vaughan. And then I was like, oh, this is it. This is where I want to go with my music. From that moment on, I started listening to jazz music. The new school sent me a letter and said, hey, we'll give you a scholarship if you come to our school. And I said, okay, well, it's the capital of jazz. Why not just go on to New York? And so I moved here. I settled in right away. I was able to like play with really good musicians, old school and new school. From that point on, I started networking with different musicians, and that was something that really boosted my career. Sarah Vaughan was the first competition that I won. Not only was I the winner of the second competition that was held, but the first year they gave me an award called the Rising Star Award for that competition. I was still able to perform, but I wasn't able to compete. So then I took first place the following year. And then a couple of years later, the Thelonious Monk competition, I didn't really think I was going to win that one because it's so prestigious. And there were a lot of great singers in that competition as well. I'm grateful having won both of those competitions, but I think there was a little bit of a difference in like how this one created what it created for my career and vice versa. We recorded the album in New York. Some of the musicians that played on the project are musicians that I play with regularly. And we had a great time in the studio. Chris Dunn, the producer of the album, just great with the way he spoke to me about certain things, certain ideas, and certain things that he felt should be on the album, or certain ways that we should do tunes. He would finish my sentences. We would look at each other and be like, "Nah, let's do another take," or it would be we would get excited in the same moments. We'd feel, you know, the energy was just great recording. I was so glad to have had Chris on this project because I don't know if it would have come out the same way.
Starting from this incidental elemental simple social call.
So I came up with the name A Social Call for the album because I wanted to kind of throw it out there. A social call in the way that I meant it was, let's speak about the social issues that's happening in our community and in our society. Let's sing about them. Let's bring them up. Let's talk about how they make us feel. Let's sing about how they make us feel. Let's think about how we want them to change. Let's think about different ideas or different ways that we can make them change without hurting anybody. Let's come together in peace and be social, you know?
And if we should try to love, we know that we won't fall. Maybe we'll get back together, starting from this incident.